I hope you enjoy my stories. Instead of just clicking thumbs down, please comment and share how we can do better. If you do like our video, then please like and subscribe.
Wolfgang Beltracchi wasn't your typical art forger. He wasn't meticulously copying existing masterpieces. He was a master of deception, creating entirely new works that embodied the spirit and style of renowned artists like Ernst and Fernand Léger. For over a decade, Beltracchi and his wife Helene orchestrated a multi-million-dollar art forgery scheme that shook the art world to its core. Born Wolfgang Fischer in 1951, Beltracchi's artistic pursuits began early. His father was an art restorer, and Beltracchi himself reportedly copied a Picasso painting at the tender age of 14. However, his formal education ended abruptly when he was expelled from school at 17. This led him down a path of experimentation with drugs and a foray into the art world, albeit through a less than conventional route, forgery. Wolfgang Beltracchi, alongside his partner in crime, his wife Helene, orchestrated one of the most audacious and infamous art forgery schemes witnessed in the annals of the 20th century. Nestled within the confines of their unassuming home in Germany, Beltracchi embarked on a clandestine journey, morphing into a master forger extraordinaire. With meticulous precision and an uncanny ability to mimic the styles of revered artists, he delved into a realm where deception thrived. His canvas became a playground for creativity as he skillfully crafted counterfeit masterpieces attributed to luminaries such as Ernst, Fernand Léger, and André Derain.
Each stroke of his brush breathed life into a counterfeit world where authenticity intertwined seamlessly with fiction, blurring the lines between reality and illusion. Through a web of deceit, Beltracchi navigated the art market, peddling his creations with audacious flair, leaving experts and connoisseurs unwittingly ensnared in his elaborate ruse.
Beltracchi's forgeries were veritable works of art in their own right, so impeccably crafted that they beguiled the most discerning of eyes within the art world.
His mastery extended beyond mere replication. It bordered on the realm of artistic resurrection.
With a scholar's dedication, he immersed himself in the oeuvres of his chosen artists, dissecting their techniques, and absorbing their nuances with an almost obsessive fervor. Armed with this knowledge, he meticulously sourced period-correct materials, ensuring that every pigment, every brushstroke, bore the unmistakable aura of authenticity. Yet it was not merely technical prowess that lent credence to his forgeries. It was his adept storytelling. Beltracchi weaved elaborate narratives, breathing life into each piece with carefully constructed backstories that seamlessly integrated into the fabric of art history. Through his unparalleled attention to detail and his ability to capture the essence of each artist's style, Beltracchi wove a tapestry of deception that ensnared experts, collectors, and auction houses alike, perpetuating his charade for decades undetected. The Beltracchi operation came to light in 2010, when a painting attributed to Heinrich Campendonck, which was part of a collection sold by a prominent auction house, was revealed to be a forgery. Suspicion quickly fell on Wolfgang and Helene Beltracchi, who had supplied the painting. Beltracchi's forgeries transcended mere replication. They were elaborate works of deception meticulously crafted through intensive research and attention to detail. Delving deep into the lives and works of the artists he targeted, Beltracchi immersed himself in their creative worlds, dissecting their techniques, exploring their favored materials, and studying the intricacies of their artistic movements. This exhaustive study empowered him to capture not just the surface appearance of their works, but also their essence, infusing his forgeries with an authenticity that was as beguiling as it was deceptive. Going to extraordinary lengths, Beltracchi fabricated entire histories for his counterfeit creations, conjuring intricate provenances that lent them an aura of legitimacy. These elaborate tales wove a narrative of discovery and rediscovery, suggesting that these lost pieces had miraculously resurfaced after years of obscurity. Such was the persuasiveness of his forgeries, that they not only deceived art dealers and collectors, but also confounded renowned art experts, who found themselves unwittingly ensnared in Beltracchi's intricate web of deceit. One of Beltracchi's most audacious forgeries was a painting attributed to Heinrich Campendonck, a German expressionist artist.
The work, titled Nature Morte aux Chandeliers, Still Life with Chandeliers, was purchased by a museum in Zurich for a staggering $7 million. Another notable forgery, Femme assise près d'une fenêtre, Woman Sitting by a Window, by Kees van Dungen, was sold for millions at a London auction.
Further scrutiny into the Beltracchi case revealed the staggering extent of his fraudulent enterprise, unveiling a sprawling network of forgeries meticulously crafted by his hand over nearly 4 decades. The scale of his deception was nothing short of astonishing, with investigations indicating that Beltracchi may have single-handedly produced upwards of 300 counterfeit artworks. These pieces, cunningly attributed to renowned artists, spanned various genres, styles and periods, perpetuating a facade of authenticity that beguiled even the most seasoned experts.
The collective value of these counterfeit creations soared into the realm of hundreds of millions of dollars, underscoring the magnitude of Beltracchi's illicit operation and the profound impact it had on the art market.
As authorities delved deeper into the intricacies of his scheme, the full extent of his artistic chicanery came to light, painting a portrait of a master forger whose audacious exploits left an indelible mark on the world of art. Beltracchi's art forgeries went beyond merely tricking art connoisseurs. They managed to hoodwink esteemed collectors and prestigious institutions, such as the Getty Museum and the Museum of Modern Art in New York. The reverberations of this scandal rippled through the art world, sparking widespread disbelief and casting doubt upon the integrity of provenance and authentication protocols.
The elaborate web of deception woven by the Beltracchis finally began to unravel in the year 2010.
It was a meticulous observation made by a vigilant conservator at a museum in Germany that initiated the unraveling of this elaborate facade. Noticing subtle irregularities in the material composition of a painting attributed to the renowned artist Max Ernst, the conservator embarked on a deeper examination.
What emerged from this scrutiny was a revelation that shook the very foundations of the art world: the presence of titanium white, a pigment that hadn't been commercially available during Ernst's lifetime.
This seemingly innocuous detail sparked a chain reaction, setting off alarm bells and prompting a wider investigation into the authenticity of other artworks attributed to various artists. As the scrutiny intensified, the spotlight inevitably turned towards Wolfgang and Helene Beltracchi. Their meticulously constructed empire of deception suddenly found itself under the harsh glare of scrutiny. The crescendo of suspicion culminated in a dramatic police raid on the Beltracchis' residence and studio, bringing their reign of art forgery to a sudden and dramatic halt. The evidence against the couple was overwhelming.
Police found not only art forgeries, but also a sophisticated workshop stocked with materials used to create the fake works.
In 2011, Wolfgang Beltracchi was sentenced to 6 years in prison, while Helene received a 4.5-year sentence. The Beltracchi case exposed the vulnerabilities of the art market and highlighted the difficulty of authentication in an age of advanced art forgery techniques.
In 2011, authorities apprehended Wolfgang and Helene Beltracchi, leveling charges of fraud, forgery, and money laundering against them.
Wolfgang Beltracchi, facing the weight of evidence against him, admitted to his illicit activities and collaborated with law enforcement, aiding in the retrieval of numerous counterfeit artworks. Consequently, they received lighter sentences. He received a 6-year prison sentence, while his wife was handed a 4-year term for her involvement in the scheme. The saga of the Beltracchi forgeries serves as a stark reminder of the art market's susceptibility to intricate fraud and underscores the critical role of stringent authentication procedures in confirming the legitimacy of artworks. Despite the uproar caused by the scandal, Beltracchi's counterfeit creations persist within the art world, acting as a persistent reminder of the enduring fascination with deceptive artistry. However, the story doesn't end there. After his release from prison in 2015, Wolfgang Beltracchi, no longer a forger, began creating and selling his own original artwork.
While his past continues to cast a long shadow, Beltracchi's artistic talent is undeniable. The question remains: can a master forger ever truly become a legitimate artist?
Only time will tell if the art world will embrace Wolfgang Beltracchi's reformed path.
I would like to thank you for watching the video to the end. to encourage us to make more videos. Please like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Check out this other video if you haven't already.